Tonight, here's what people are talking about.
I always thought it was kind of interesting when people would refer to us as couples.
Exclusive, Kristin Cavallari's first interview since the end of her marriage.
I was like, if you guys only knew.
Then Gloria Estefan on the accident that nearly ended it all.
I've got hardware in there. The screws come out a little bit from my back.
Plus, country superstar Sara Evans.
All the best times in my life were when I was skinny. All the worst times in my life were when I was fat.
Then Carole Baskin saved by the judges.
You look like a feline Statue of Liberty.
We want to give liberty to the cats.
People starts right
Now.
Carole Baskin has 9 lives. Welcome to People. I'm Kay Adams, and you, my friend, are looking extra fancy. Date later?
Thank you so much. No. This blazer was for us. This blazer was for our time here. I'm Lloyd's Kate Jackson. As expected, Carole was in the bottom 2 on last night's Dancing with the Stars. She did not make the cut.
Lawrence, only the judges prevented her from heading back home.
What's new, pussycat? Whoa.
Was it nerve-wracking?
It was. I mean, right down to the very last minute, it was a nail biter.
The couple I'm going to save is Carole and Pasha.
Our Sandra Vergara spoke with Derek minutes after he rushed to cast the tie-breaking vote to keep Carole and send home Charles Oakley.
I thought it was pretty cruel to put, brand new judge, the first elimination, put me on the spot like that.
Do you feel relief?
I feel relief at making it through another night and hoping that we will have the opportunity to stay in this a little bit longer and keep the plight of the cats in front of people a little bit longer.
Pussycat, pussycat, I love you. Yes, I do.
You look like a feline Statue of Liberty.
We want to give liberty to the cats.
The Gilded Lady broke down over the effect of negative media attention on her and her family, also revealing how far photogs have gone to get a picture of her.
What does it feel like to be followed by paparazzi?
That's weird. That's really weird. I'm used to people coming up to me in Tampa because they know Big Cat Rescue, but they're not coming up with a bunch of great big giant lenses, and they're not like peeking through your windows and putting up things on selfie sticks and trying to get you through the windows of your apartment.
Selfie sticks into your apartment?
Up on the roof of the building next door and sticking their cameras up as high as they can, but I'm up on the 14th floor. They can't see that far. I have pictures of the guy.
I mean, that's
like,
crazy.
reaching as hard as he can out there.
Next Monday on Dancing, it's the ever-so-popular Disney night. Lawrence, the jokes write themselves. She's got to do a little Lion King number, right?
She's a little different than I remember Simba being, but tonight 2 of AGT's 2-night finale, no Simon Cowell, of course, once again due to his back injury. A clear frontrunner has emerged. Jeremy has the recap and interviews with the judges.
I believe that if a singer wins this season, it's going to be Christina Ray.
This is my kingdom.
The 30-year-old single mom wowed all the judges, hitting a high note as the last performer of the night.
Unless you show me.
15-year-old Kennedy Dodds, spoken word artist Brandon Leake, and 59-year-old Archie Williams are also some of the judges' favorites who could win the $1 million. Not all the competition is on the AGT stage. The judges, host Terry Crews and I, have our own running rivalry.
Last week we peck popped. There's a little bit.
You got it, man!
And if you could tell or show me if you have a special skill that maybe America doesn't know about. For example, mine, I can touch my tongue with my nose. That's a hidden talent.
I can fold my digit down there.
Let me see.
Oh.
Okay.
Only that one? Only that one? I can do all of them. Look.
I have the world's biggest tongue. It's not. Oh my God!
It's wide.
That's like a duvet cover.
I can make mine really fat.
All right, so much more tongue than I ever anticipated in that interview. The AGT finale is tonight at 8 on NBC. It features performances from Blake Shelton and one of my favorites, the soundtrack to my high school years, Usher. Lawrence and Kay, I cannot wait.
Usher, one of his favorites. I want to get a little dance. I want to see him do a little song. I want to see JP do a little song.
I'll try it.
Go on.
No, I'll try it later. I'll try it after I see Usher do it.
Thank you so much, Jeremy. Let's talk Kristin Cavallari and Jay Cutler. They shocked fans when they announced that they were divorcing after 10 years of marriage.
Yes, in this People exclusive, Kristin speaks up for the first time about why they split.
I always thought it was kind of interesting when people would refer to us as couple goals. And I was like, if you guys only knew.
Kristin clears up the rumors about her breakup.
Jay and I had so much love for each other. We really, really did. It just didn't work out. And that's it. There's no real drama. There was no scandal. There was no nothing. I still care so much about him, obviously, and I talk to him almost every day. I mean, we have 3 kids together. He's gonna be in my life for, forever.
It's just been challenging finding time for us.
Although her popular reality show Very Cavallari did highlight the ups and downs of their marriage, she says a lot was left on the cutting room floor.
Jay and I were good at keeping our private life private, even in the middle of filming a reality show.
The show is ending after 3 seasons, which will free up time for the 33-year-old to focus on healing.
I'm trying to look at every situation and take away what I can learn from it. I think there's a lesson in everything, and this is just part of my journey. And so here I am, just taking it day by day.
She continues to keep busy being a mom, running a business, and she just released a new cookbook. All of this is leaving little time for her to date. So, to all of you Laguna Beach fans who went wild after she posted this picture getting cozy with ex Stephen Colletti.
No, we're not dating or anything like that.
Now, Kristin's entire divorce story is in this week's People magazine, out Friday, which features the late Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg, rest in power to her, of course, on the cover.
That will be a cover to pick up and keep history, of course. Let's go to Meghan and Harry. They are on the Time 100 list that leads off our things we are talking about.
When we vote, our values are put into action and our voices are heard. Your voice is a reminder that you matter.
Meghan Markle and Prince Harry are encouraging all Americans to vote.
This election, I'm not going to be able to vote here in the US. But many of you may not know that I haven't been able to vote in the UK my entire life.
Your job's a joke, you broke, your love life's the away.
The iconic Friends theme song got a makeover.
I'll be there for you when the rain starts to pour.
Tony Award winner Cynthia Erivo surprised the all-black cast, reimagining the hit sitcom. She belted out the lyrics, bringing new sound to the beloved song.
I'll be there for you.
Out of all of the leading men you have worked with, who was the best and worst kisser?
Well, Robert De Niro was for sure the best kisser.
The pair had some steamy makeout sessions in the 1995 film Casino.
It was pretty fabulous. So I don't know that I could compare anything else to that. Everything else was kind of like meh.
A kissing Katie Holmes tops tonight's Star Treks. She and her boyfriend Emilio Vitolo continue to pack on the PDA. The couple spotted again in New York City, only taking off their masks to share a kiss. Lindsey Vohn's dogs got into some trouble. Lindsey shared a series of photos explaining her pups were on the wrong end of a porcupine fight. After a trip to the vet, both dogs are now home and safe.
That is scary stuff.
Yikes. I can feel that when I see it,
Have you ever seen Homeward Bound? It happens to Michael J. Fox's character, Chance. He's a puppy. They're in the wild. Porcupines everywhere.
You're never going to win that fight.
Yeah.
You're never gonna win.
Tweet us if you've seen Homeward Bound. It's one of my favorite movies. Coming up on our show, hit by a car while riding a motorcycle, a mid-air meltdown, and body image issues. Country superstar Sara Evans, she's an open book.
Then Gloria Estefan and Thomas Rhett exclusives. But first, Jeremy is back with today's Masked Star.
That's right, the most exciting game you'll see anywhere in the next 2 minutes or so. Who is it? Clue number 1, she's a big star. She's the only actor to ever win an Academy Award for portraying another Oscar winner. Okay. Here's the next clue. She once played 13 different characters in just one film. And this should make it a little easier, kind of narrow it down. She is from Australia. All right, those are your clues. We'll have the big reveal later.
Characters, bro, 13 characters.
You got it?
No.
Hold it. When we come back later, we'll give you the answer.
I weirdly don't know this. I'm going to have to do some thinking. Help us on Twitter. As we go to commercial, let's take a look at a video that's going to make you smile from ear to ear. Meet one hungry baby. Lawrence, look at this. Seems casual.
See what we're watching here?
Yeah.
Is Kay Adams and job opportunities. And she's like, no, two jobs isn't enough. No, 3, no. I think I want to do an Instagram live show in my 10 minutes that I have during the showroom.
The stress of the pandemic has weighed heavy on all of us, but for single mom Erica Lloyd, the strain was more than she could bear.
Yes, so she set off on a road trip to Joshua Tree National Park and then completely vanished. It's today's People True Crime story. On March 13th, Erica's California hair salon was shut down due to the pandemic. The 37-year-old single mom tried to stay productive by making social media videos, sharing makeup tips.
Hey guys, I'm gonna hop on here and show you how I do my entire makeup on the go.
And self-tanning tricks, all for her clients.
Hey guys, I'm back, all nice and glowy. She was always trying to hustle to build her clientele up. You know, being a single mom, trying to make it work out here.
Erica also tried to carve out time for herself. On March 31st, she posted this photo with the caption, "I was going to paint the walls in my house, but decided instead to paint the hair on my head." Erica had been staying safe inside her apartment in Walnut Creek, California, and homeschooling her 12-year-old son. But by the end of May, protests and violence began to weigh heavy on Erica. And by June, the stress of the pandemic was clearly taking a toll. Her best friend Rebecca Malone stopped by on June 10th.
I was like, are you okay? This is a wellness check. Something seemed wrong. Something seemed off. She didn't seem like her usual happy self, but she was still in good spirits. She just said that she just needed like a mental break.
She dropped off her son with her ex and headed south to Joshua Tree National Park. Then on June 15th,
she had texted her son saying, "Mommy, sorry for scaring you. I'll be back home soon." You know, so she had every intention of coming back home.
The next day, Erica's black Honda Accord was discovered abandoned near a highway.
You know, they just released the pictures of her vehicle. It was kind of take your breath away. It was shocking to see the state that her car was in.
Her windshield was shattered, the airbag had been deployed, and the car bumper was severely damaged. Despite these photos, a spokesperson for the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Office says there was no indication of foul play. On June 17th, Erica's parents reported her missing.
We don't know if she had some memory loss when she got hit with the airbag, and she doesn't maybe know who she is.
3 days later, a woman matching Erica's description was spotted at a rest area about 45 minutes from Joshua Tree, creating more questions than answers. Erica's parents have enlisted the help of Doug Billings, a conservationist and cave researcher who is familiar with Joshua Tree.
I call it figuring out where she's not. I want to hear a story of her showing up in San Francisco on a hitchhiking trip.
Erica's family has set up this GoFundMe page to help finance the search.
We have hope that she's going to be found, but I think as time goes on, you just get to this point where you're just not sure.
Really chilling stuff. If you're looking for some more context on the entire situation that happened to Erica, around the time she vanished, temperatures in Joshua Tree area exceeded 100 degrees. Now, there is speculation that she may have either gotten stranded and succumbed to that extreme heat, or somebody might have taken her. If you have any information at all that could help in the search for Erica, please call 760-366-4180.
Just a terrifying story, and of course, a young boy involved as well. Coming up, we have our music triple threat. Country superstar Sara Evans, what a life she has lived. Gloria Estefan and Thomas Rhett. All new, all exclusive, all next. Oh, you want some music? Well, you've come to the right place. We have not one, not two, but yes, 3 exclusives, starting with country superstar Sara Evans. She's written a memoir called Born to Fly, a life story she almost didn't live to tell.
The car just came flying over the hill going 75 miles an hour and struck me on the left side.
Hit by a car while riding a motorcycle behind her parents' back, Sara nearly died when she was just 8 years old. And you said that you even suffered from PTSD as a result, and saying even that you had an unreasonable fear of dying in your sleep. How disruptive was that fear?
Yeah, you know, I spent 6 weeks in the hospital enduring so much pain, and I think that physical pain just traumatized me. But also people telling me, you know, you're so lucky to be alive. You know, I had to have a pin drilled into my leg while I was awake. It was so much for a little girl to have to endure.
In her memoir, Born to Fly, Sara is open about her struggle with anxiety, at one point suffering a meltdown while traveling from New York to Pennsylvania in 2005.
I just had these unreasonable fears, like, you know, I'm in this car service, I'm in the middle of nowhere, this guy could kidnap me. I just started freaking out. And I put the visor down to look at myself in the mirror, and I did not recognize myself. I mean, I just didn't know who I was.
Hope this feeling lasts.
Now married to her second husband and former football player Jay Barker, Sarah's the mother of 3 and stepmom to Jay's 4 kids. While she's learned to manage the anxiety, she still grapples with self-esteem. In particular, she remembers feeling, quote, huge and disgusting while pregnant with her son in the late 90s. And then you're watching Faith Hill and Martina McBride do their thing, and you wanted to lose weight, grow your hair, and make it happen. Can you just talk about that pressure?
I've struggled my entire life with, body image issues, feeling like, all the best times in my life were when I was skinny, all the worst times in my life were when I was fat. I was on the couch, it was in the 9th month, and I saw this beautiful video by Faith Hill, and so I decided that no matter what, once I have this baby, I'm gonna get in the best shape of my life, I'm gonna grow my hair long, and I'm gonna become a sex symbol in country music, and that was my goal.
I'll say this, it's rare to have a star so successful, so under the bright lights, be so vulnerable and open. It was really, really incredible to talk to her. She also writes, Lawrence, about another brush with death when a private plane that she was on almost crashed and went down in 2012.
Wow, definitely wishing Sarah well. Our second music exclusive is with another survivor, Gloria Estefan, who just released a new album called Brazil 305. Like Sarah, she had a very close call, and she told Sandra all about it. Her husband, Emilio, was her rock.
He comes, he'll squeeze my shoulders. I massage his feet too, and we're there for each other.
That was never more apparent than when Gloria broke her back in a horrific tour bus accident 30 years ago.
When I had that accident, he didn't sleep for more than 45 minutes because that's how long I could sleep before the pain woke me up and I had to shift position. And since I couldn't do it, he would get up, he would walk me a few feet, he bathed me, he helped me get dressed.
Recently, Simon Cowell broke his back. Are there any lingering effects from that?
Well, if anybody jumped into my body, they would certainly feel pain and things that to me, I don't pay attention to. I've got hardware in there. I consciously have to think about standing up straight because the screws come out a little bit from my back.
Don't you worry. If she was in any pain making the video for her latest single, a remake of her hit Samba, she certainly doesn't show it. The song is the second single off her new album, Brazil 305, which took 3 years to complete.
I was heading into the studio in 2017 and my mother got sick and we thought that we could get her over it. 33 days later, unfortunately, I lost my mom. And when I tried to go back to the studio to sing, I couldn't. I didn't want to put the sadness and the grieving onto the album, which would have happened if I would have tried to force myself through.
I grew up on Gloria's music, so I was thrilled to finally meet the GOAT, the Latin GOAT, as in greatest of all time, of course. Back to Gloria and Emilio's love story. They celebrated their 42nd wedding anniversary on September 2nd. Also, Gloria, their daughter Emily, and niece Lily will appear on a spin-off of Jada Pinkett Smith's Red Table Talk on Facebook Live. Back to you, Loa and Kay.
Yeah, thank you so much. I'm loving that red dress today. From you to Jeremy, he is back with tonight's Masked Star. I gotta say, I'm loving the white sneak.
Oh, thank you so much. Let me do the big reveal here. Let me give you the clues one more time. Okay. She's a big star. She's the only actor to ever win an Academy Award for portraying another Oscar winner. She once played 13 different characters in just one film, and this should make it a little bit easier. She is from Australia. Who we got? Any guesses? Come on, come on, come on.
Naomi Watts?
Nope.
I got nothing. I know the hair, though. I know the blonde bob.
Nicole Kidman?
Kate Blanchett.
Oh!
Kate Blanchett. she played Katharine Hepburn in The Aviator, and she was in Manifesto, 13 characters. There you go.
That makes sense.
Failed.
Okay. Well, I wasn't going to get that anyway, but coming up, country music superstar Thomas Rhett, last romantic moment. It is tonight's One Last Thing.
And finally, our third music exclusive is with the newly crowned ACM Entertainer of the Year, Thomas Rhett.
Yes, now he's joined by some impressive company, Kay, Miley Cyrus, BTS, Usher, Bon Jovi, and a slew of other stars at the star-studded 2020 iHeartRadio Music Festival, which is airing Sunday and Monday on the CW. Now, in between rehearsals, Kay, he made some time for us, which we appreciate. That is for One Last Thing. Bye, y'all.
Last romantic moment.
Oh, my goodness. My wife and I had a date night at the beach, I would say maybe 2 months ago. That would be the only date night we've had during quarantine.
All right, last time you danced?
Last time I danced? Probably with my kids listening to Disney radio. about 3 or 4 days ago, listening to the Moana soundtrack.
What can I say except you're welcome?
When was the last time you were starstruck?
Last time I was starstruck, probably meeting Matthew McConaughey.
Ooh, wow, what happened? What was the
like,
interaction?
It was like 3 years ago. I met him after the CMA Awards, and I guess he's buddies with Kenny Chesney. And I went and said what's up to him, and I was just like, dude, you were like my favorite actor. So I would say that was the last time I was starstruck.
Last time you were out of your comfort zone?
Last time I was out of my comfort zone, skydiving in Hawaii 3 years ago.
Woo!
I did not want to do it.
That was the craziest thing I've ever done in my whole life. Oh my gosh, I might throw up.
Yeah, what was the scariest part? Is it right before, during, or the anticipation days before?
Yeah, it was days before for sure, but I think when you're actually flying, it's not really the jumping part that's scary, it's the getting up to the altitude to jump and everybody saying, all right, it's go time. I'm glad I did it, but one and done for me. So.
Yeah, never again.
Never again.